Hey, good morning, everybody. It's the Savage Stacker. I want to say Merry Christmas, belated Merry Christmas to everybody, and Happy New Year. And I hope everybody had a really, really good holiday. We had fun. I rested, I played, I got to go and eat good food. I eat garbage all day long, but boy, was it good. And had a great holiday. We had a great time. And yeah, at my in-laws' house half the day, at my house half the day, relaxing. The kids woke up at 4:30 in the morning. It got a little crazy really early. I feel bad for my neighbors because we were partying. They woke up at midnight, and they never do that. They never wake up at midnight, and you know, they always sleep until like 6. Usually I wake them up for Christmas. And this year they woke up at midnight, said, hey, is it time? I said, absolutely not, go back to bed. And then at 4:30 in the morning, they could not handle it. They came out and said, we're ready, we're done, let's do this. So what did we do? We started ripping into gifts about 4:35. We just started getting busy. And hey, we had a good time. Hopefully the neighbors didn't hate us too much. But I took care of the property the other day. I swept all the leaves up on the whole property, which is about an acre, and all these walkways and everything so the kids can ride their bikes and have fun on Christmas. And should have used a leaf blower, but I just got out there with the broom and started cleaning the property up. And, so everybody was quite pleased with that. So hopefully they weren't upset with my partying early in the morning. All right. So we made out pretty good. We had some great gifts for everybody. I gave people some silver and some gold. And people asked what I wanted. I said, I want silver, I want gold, or cash to buy something. And that's what I got. I did get some other gifts. I got Apple TV. Don't know how to use it. I don't really watch TV. I just kind of watch YouTube and Netflix once in a while, and that's about it. But I got Apple TV, so as soon as I figure out how to set this thing up, I'll have some TV to watch. So that'd be cool. I just watch movies. I don't watch TV, so it'd be all movies for me. And I open this thing up, and I'm like, what do I do with a little square box? I mean, I don't even know what to do with this thing. Like, really? And I'm just like, what is it, like a hockey puck? Like a square hockey puck? I don't know. But apparently it's Wi-Fi and all that fun stuff, so I'll figure it out. It should be nice to watch some cool movies. And we have like all the things, we got Netflix on TV, and we got what else, like Max and all this other stuff. So I'll have to download it all to this, and that way it's all in one spot, and that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, little Apple TV and some good movies. I like watching movies. That's it. I don't watch the news. I don't watch really sports or anything like that. I just watch movies. So if I watch anything, it's going to be movies or like a series of something, like the gold thing, Gold Rush and stuff like that. I like to watch stuff where I learn stuff, like the Discovery Channel, things like that. So that's the kind of stuff I'm into. I don't really watch like TV, no garbage TV, none of that weird stuff. So it'll be pretty much all movies. So I'll get that hooked up today, and that'll be fun. And that's about the extent of my gadgets. Oh, I got this right here. Look at that. Anybody seen one of these before? It's an electric lighter. And it came with a rape whistle. It's like a little survival lighter. They know I'm into survival stuff. It did come with a whistle. And I have a few survival things that came with this same whistle. But yeah, pretty cool. They know I'm into survival gear. I have a lot of survival gear. I grew up doing survival stuff, so I'm into bushcraft and all that stuff. So I get little gadgets like this, which I love. So that's pretty cool. So it's an electric lighter, and this fits right in a Zippo as well. So that's pretty cool. But leaving it like this, it's waterproof, windproof, locks, and that whole deal. So that's pretty cool. Got that. And I also got me a nice brand new tube of, I think this is the tube I got, yeah. Brand new tube of 2011 Eagles. That's my big gift right there. It's a tube of Eagles. I got that right there. And the money I got from everybody, I pieced together and was able to pick up 2 5-ounce App Mix bars. So those are pretty cool. Always down to just add the old weight, you know, just weight. That's all that is right there is weight. And I got a couple things. So I got some grams of gold for my kids. I was waiting for Sunshine Mint 1 gram bars to come in the mail at my coin shop. Some guy went in there and sold them a bunch of RMC 1 gram bars. And I love RMC, Republic Metal Corporation. And they got themselves into some trouble, but this literally is the first round I've ever purchased. Actually, these 2, I bought 5. And I melted down 1, gave 2 away. Well, my kid has 1, and another one I gave to the community, but these are the last 2 I have. And I can't find these anywhere. So if anybody has any of these and want to trade, I will take them. They're just rounds. They're not really worth much. I just like them because it's the first piece of silver I ever bought. I bought a 10-ounce Johnson Matthey bar, which I still have, and 5 of these. And then I bought some kilos from Scottsdale Mint, and then an ounce of gold and stuff like that. But literally, I bought 5 of these, then went down and went and bought that Johnson Matthey bar. And that was what kicked off my whole stacking career. These are the first 2 pieces of silver I ever had in the stack, besides the stuff my mom gave me and got me started into this. So if anybody has any of these, let me know. I'll trade for you. I'll trade with you because I want more of these. I love them. They're my favorite round. There's literally nothing special about them. They are just rounds. There's like no super collector value. There's nothing like that. They're like a early, 2015 or 2012, somewhere in there around. And they're not in business anymore because they got in some trouble. But they do some other stuff with metals. But I just like this round just because it has like this, what you would normally see this repeating pattern on like a 10-ounce bar or bigger. On most times you see repeating patterns, but they put it on their round. And I've always liked it. It just stands out and looks cool to me. So if anybody's got any of those, I'll be happy to trade. There's nothing really special about them. They're just a round. I just like them. I just like that repeating pattern on the back. They just look really cool. So yeah, so I picked up a couple grams of gold for the kids, and they were instead of waiting for the Sunshine Mint because it wasn't supposed to show up till like 5 or 6 o'clock, and that was on Friday. They're not open over the weekend, and I needed to get something in the stocking. So I grabbed the RMC grams, looked it up, make sure that it was legit, tested it a bunch of times, everything was legit. So got them some nice grams of Republic Metals Corp gold. Put that in the stocking. So the kids got some gold. They got some fun stuff. They had a great Christmas. Their birthdays are both in December, my daughter, so they got iPhone 14s. So it would support for their birthdays, so it would support the Apple Watch. Then for Christmas, they both got Apple Watches. And I didn't know much about Apple Watches, but apparently you could have your phone in the living room and have the Apple Watch, turn your music on in the living room, turn it up, turn it down. You could do so many things with it. I was getting kind of annoyed because my daughter played games, leave her phone in there, and just scare us by turning her phone on super loud. And I'm like, you gotta stop doing that. But it was pretty cool. The Apple Watch is a pretty cool little device. I basically got it so I know where they are when they're at school, after school. You know, I can keep track of my kids. That's basically why I got it. They got it so they can have fun. But it's something they can have at school, and I ain't got to worry about them because I can see where their location is all the time. That's why I got them on my end. For them, they just think it's super cool. And now I want one. Anyways, all right, let's get into some metals here. Got that little gizmo gadget there. Got me a nice tube of Eagles, the last tube of pristine Eagles that the coin shop had. I got these 2010s. This is the last ones they had of the full tube. These are all beat up, so I'm able to play with these. Got those dirt sheep like a week ago. But yeah, we've been adding eagles to the stack. I put 1, 2, 3, 4 more tubes of eagles this month, and last month when the price went down, I went and bought another tube there. So that's 5 tubes in about a month of eagles added to the stack. So pretty cool. But now it looks like the premiums are starting to go back up on the eagles. So I'm going to back off the eagles a second and just get back into just stacking some weight, you know. That's what I'm into right now. Just trying to stack that weight, that garbage. Cool thing about my coin shop is this. There's certain things he won't buy because he will pay people collector's value for stuff. And he will charge in his case for collector's coins. Like he has a couple of those, the first series, the Spider-Man coins, right? Those things are going for like $200 on eBay. And he's got them in his case for 120 bucks. But he gave the guy $100 a pop each for them, you know? So he pays that collector value for certain things. So, but there's certain things he won't buy unless he has a buyer for them. So I gave him a list of the stuff I'm trying to find. One of the first things I'm trying to find is an unopened roll in the silver paper of 1985, 1986 Libertads. This is one of my grail things. I've been trying to get one of those rolls, which I will not open it if I get one. And they're running around $800 to $900 to get them to your door. And I've seen a few people lately buy some and they open them up, but man, unopened ones are worth like a lot more. And I just want one to say I do. I've been looking for one of those for 4 years. So I gave him a list for that. Then the next thing on my list is a 2016 Standing Liberty 1/4 ounce gold centennial, coin, gold coin from the United States Mint. I have the Mercury dime one. Now I want the Standing Liberty. The Standing Liberty is my favorite coin design that United States has ever came out with. That is, to me, bar none, hands down, is the best design ever made. It looks cool. There's a couple different versions of it. The booby version, and the one where they put the mesh over her boobies because she was a little X-rated, but I just love that coin. That is to me, is the #1 best design we've ever came up with. Now, we've came up with quite a few nice designs. I like the Walker Liberty. I like a lot of things. Love the Mercury, but Standing Liberty is my favorite design. So I want to get that 2016 gold coin, so he's going to keep an eye out for that. I put that on the list. And another thing that's on my list, which is a major bucket list thing, is a 10-ounce pressed Johnson Matthey gold bar. This is a $20,000 bar, so it's not like something I'm going to be able to just run out and go get. So I've talked to him and said, hey, well, I'll be able to give you some cash and maybe some trade-in, some silver, some gold, some other things if that ever comes in. And he said, absolutely. So that is on my bucket list. Not my grill piece, but on my bucket list to one day get. I'm okay with a 5-ounce version of that, but I really want the 10-ounce. And you got to be careful with gold bars that big that are pressed like that, is because they make fakes. Stuff that big is worth so much money that they do make fakes. And sometimes they make fakes with like 2 ounces of real gold wrapped around it. But all in all, it's a 10-ounce supposed gold bar. So you could have tungsten inside of it very easily with a heavy outer shell of gold. So you got to be very careful because they can get past some of the devices they use to test for gold. So you got to do what the main thing is to find something like that, to buy something like that, is to do the water gravity test. That will tell you usually that it's real. I know that really expensive VFR machine or whatever it's called, the little little gun one that's like 25,000. That thing will not find out if it's fake or not if it has a heavy gold wrapper on this thing. It usually only does surface. The Metalytics machine is actually better at detecting deeper than that machine is. And so to buy something that crazy, you want to do all the tests from the water test to the Metalytics machine to the, I think it's VFR, I'm not positive. We want to do them all and make sure it passes all those tests. And there's ways to tell by doing, what do you call it? Density test as well, but that could damage the bar. So there's ways to do it. You could drill through them or whatever. You know, if you're like a coin shopper, you're trying to buy something like that, and you know you're gonna buy it, they don't care. They'll drill it out. They don't care about the bar. They just care about the gold content. They will drill that stuff. Me, I like the bar, so I don't want to damage it. So I won't be drilling into it. So those big bars, big gold bars, are a little sketchy sometimes, you know. So you got to watch out for those. But that is on my bucket list. Those are the 3 things that I got on the list for him to keep an eye out for. And he's also now going to keep an eye out for more of these rounds that I'm throwing all over the place, because I just love these. These aren't really worth much. I mean, they're worth their price in silver. They're just a round, and they're not like collectible or vintage or anything. One day they probably will be, but I just like them because of this right here, right on the back. And it's the first silver I've ever had in a stack. So to me, I just like them. And they made quite a few of these. They're out there. So yeah, I'm into collecting those. So I got him, you know, he's looking for some stuff. I got a couple guys that go in there that I know already that are always looking for the Engelhard stuff and all that. But, you know, one thing about coin shops is some of this stuff they collect themselves. They buy it. It's always cheaper when somebody comes in over the counter versus trying to buy it online or something. These guys get stuff for a cheap price, and they will put it in their stack. Now, he has a roll of 1985's unopened in the silver wrapper of the Libertads. And he's like, whenever I decide to sell it, you will be the first person I call. I said, right on, cool. And so he does have one. It'll be around. I can get it when he decides to sell it. So that'll be kind of cool. He's had that thing, he said, for years. And he tried to sell it a bunch of years ago, I think 2015 or something, at a coin show. And somebody kept trying to lowball him. And it was only like $500 back then. I was like, and he just kept it, and which is cool for me. But you know, the price on those things have gone up to $800-900 for a roll of them. And that guy that tried to lowball him only by like $40, he wanted $480, and the coin shop, he wanted $520. I mean, try to lowball him for $40, and those things are unwrapped like that are pretty highly collectible. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to get one of those. And then that Standing Liberty, pretty cool. I will one day get that thing in the stack. There's a couple people in the community that's trying to sell them to me, but you know, they try to charge me the price that Amex has them set at, and I will never ever pay Amex prices because they're always overpriced, way overpriced. You can go to 10 different places online and their price would be here, and you can go to Amex and their price would be here. Always. It's just the way they do it. If they had their way, they would standardize that price and monopolize and make everybody pay these outrageous premiums. But I ain't doing it. These right here I got from the coin shop. I got these for dirt cheap. This is from that birthday / the Christmas money as well. And if I go back and look on Amex, just their basic little bars, which should be dirt cheap, it's just weight. There's nothing special about these. It's like $30 more per bar that I paid from my coin shop. I think Amex, this is your just basic pressed bar right here. These things they're not collectible. Why are you charging $160 for a 5-ounce bar? You know, it just makes no sense. It's just way too much. And the same thing with the Standing Liberty. They want like $7.99 or $7.50 for this 1/4 ounce in the box and all that. I get it, it's collectible, but they're not worth that much. I see coin shops and stuff selling for $600. You know, I see them on eBay for $650. You know, $700, $750, $800. That's way too much money. So I won't pay that. There's a couple people in the community that offered, and I'm like, I can't pay that. There's no way. No, I can't do that. So I'll find those. One day I will find it, and I'll be stoked because that's what I've been looking for those for days. The roll of these and that 1/4 ounce Standing Liberty. I've been looking for those for a long time, trying to get that in the stack. So I'll get there. I'll get it. What is in your grail? What is something that you really, really want, you just can't find? Or when you do find, somebody just wants too much for it? Let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know what your grail piece is, what your bucket list piece is. There are so many different things out there people are into, and I just want to know what other people are into. I've had asked this question before, and some people have told me what they're looking for, and I'm like, oh, that's very common. That's weird that they would be trying to find that, but you never know. Some areas, some coin shops, they just don't have that kind of stuff that people are looking for sometimes, and just can't find it. So you never know. You put it out there, like what you're looking for, you might find somebody that has it and willing to sell it to you. All right, let me know down in the comments what you guys are looking for. What is your grail piece? What is your bucket list piece of gold or silver? Let me know. All right, thank you everybody for going by. It is the Savage Stacker. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to everybody. I truly appreciate you coming by. Remember to hit that bell icon so you get updated on my latest videos. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Savage Stacker is over and out. Should I buy more gold and silver before the end of the year? I don't know. Or just save it and buy something big in January. All right, take care. Later.